Oh, hello. I was obviously playing with my cameras before we got on here, and so let's flip back to front, shall we? My name is RJ Redden. Welcome to the Bot Signal. We are here every day, every weekday from at 10 a.m. That is Central Standard Time. My name is RJ Redden. If you don't know me, entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most have a heck of a time getting any traction online. They sound like everybody else and they feel like they're shouting into a black hole. So I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am so excited about bots that I am on a mission to get 1 million people to change their marketing. Today, we're going to start with you. So, hey, welcome everybody. So glad to see you here, obviously. And today, we're going to talk about challenges. I haven't done a show about challenges in general for a long time. Now, of course, Charles Bird has his challenge going on. That thing's amazing. We've been working a good amount of time on that bad boy, and it is just so exciting to see his stuff take off because he's one of my favorite people in the world. You know, you always celebrate when your friends have success. So, that's going on, and I will certainly leave a link if you want to join that. Totally still available because there's a huge grand prize involved, and you're eligible for that grand prize if you get all of the day's homework done. You can have until Sunday to get that done. That's a while. It's a while. You can do all the homework in one day if you want. This is open to you, and if you want to be a human lead magnet, you need to take advantage of it. Anyway, I shall drop that link a little later on. Today, we're going to talk about challenges in general, though. We're going to zoom out just a little bit, and we're going to talk about what they are, why they are so cool, and why using a bot is absolutely vital to get more people finishing that challenge. Here's why. Here's the deal. When people are given a task to do, and then even if it's something they really want to do, they're going to put it off most of the time. Most of the time. If it isn't directly bringing them money, right now, they're going to maybe put that off. All kinds of people sign up for challenges, all kinds. And a lot of people, I'll have one of these at some point. As soon, I'm doing a lot of work for me. I say they come first, my friends. But when these challenges are those 5-day, usually a 5-day, sometimes a 7-day, sometimes a 30-day, but 90% 5-day challenges that people join because they want some sort of transformation. They want some sort of, I began on Monday, it's Friday, and I've got a transformation going. That is super key. As a coach, and the reason why I named this calling all coaches and everybody else who educates people about stuff, trainers, and honestly, marketers in general, entrepreneurs, because the thing is, we're constantly educating people about who we are and what we do. Not just what we do, because what we do is basically like everybody else. Who we are makes us stand out. So challenges show people who we are and what we do. Challenges get eyeballs because the challenge part is always offered for free. And it's a really wonderful way to get to know that coach, that trainer, that human being who's educating you about a part of a sales process, or maybe it's a personal coach, something like that. I just realized I was already following you on Insta. It's weird I never see your posts. Well, I need to maybe post more often. Sometimes I just really get caught up in being RJ and I forget that I really need to post on some social networks that I'm not broadcasting on. I will take care of that. Promise. Anyway, so point being that challenge is a really wonderful way for people to get to know you, get to know your style, and get to know, whether it's increasing that know, like, trust factor, which we're always going for in business. So it used to be that, and this was back in the day. This is back in the days of, do you remember Blab? Let me use the second camera for emphasis. Remember Blab, people? Oh, yeah. That was like 2015 now. Blab's old now. Anyway, in the days of Blab, which was like a really cool thing, you could go live on your computer. You could talk to just about anybody, and you could get 4 people up on a screen and have them have a conversation about something and comment in the side. I know it seems so old school now because now live streaming's everywhere. But in the days of Blab, it was phenomenal, groundbreaking, and earth shaking. Okay. And in those days, several coaches that I knew, including myself, would get on and coach people, get people in a seat and kind of just do a little hot seat thing. And that was kind of how you could experience that coach, get to know them in a low risk situation, right? Because all you're doing is watching them coach another person and asking yourself, would this be the right coach for me? A lot of coaches made some great connections, and some of them made some great money during that time. And then, of course, Blab decided it was too important for itself and shut down. So that was the old way of doing it, and again, very effective for some people. Very cool stuff. But how do you do that now? Of course, you can bring someone a live stream and coach them. Of course, you could do that. But that's a little bit public. Okay? Even if you're doing it in a group, it's a little bit public. Even if you get a brave person who just does not care, how many people are watching, it's a little bit public. So what we've done here with the challenges is we've taken the coaching. There's still a public aspect to the coaching because there is always a group associated, whether it's a Facebook group or whether it's somewhere off, unsupervised on the internet. There's always a group of associated with it, which is great stuff. What we do, though, in the bot for a challenge is that you bring people in and you're asking them questions that are sometimes personal, and you're asking them to do homework with you, and you're walking them through each step that they need to complete so that they can complete their homework. What this does is one thing. It allows people to have a private space to maybe vent some vulnerable things, and then it allows them to celebrate their coolness in a public space. It allows them to try out your coaching on an incredibly personal level without you having to be there typing into the keyboard. It allows people to get a real exposure of who you are and what you do without having to be chained to your computer day after day after day. Challenges are the BOMB. They're amazing. They give great results. I am talking Yoda Smiley results, okay? Great results, both financially, because, some people buy some stuff at the end of it. Maybe you've got a new class that you want to launch. Maybe you've got a new program. Fantastic. People are at the end of that experience of getting to know you and getting a transformation for free. There are people that are willing to pull out their wallet. So financially great, but also, you've got a group of people that are interested in what you have, what you're doing, and what you have to say. And ain't that the greatest? Ain't that the greatest to have a tribe? Size of tribe doesn't really matter, does it? Engagement of tribe. That is, my friend, what we are after and what we're always after. Engagement. I don't sell bots. I sell engagement. That's what I do. If you want to tell somebody what I do, hey, do you want to engage your pre-clients and your clients after the sale much, much more than you ever, ever, ever have? Call RJ. That's the greatest advertisement that I can have, because that's really what this is about. A challenge, all you coaches out there, listen. If you take nothing else from this, listen. A challenge can elevate your business. And my friends, don't worry about doing it during COVID, because everybody's doing it, COVID or no. And all of the people that I've been associated with, of course, they have bots on their challenges, but all of those people are having a great time and forming relationships, making money, growing their tribe. It's all in there. Now, I will say, darlings, there's a lot of work involved in a challenge done right. I've seen a lot of them done in very interesting ways, and this is the reaction they normally get. It's unfortunate, okay? But a lot of challenges bring crickets, because people do them in different ways. There's definitely a method behind the madness. There's definitely a method behind that madness. Let me grab some of the comments here. That's what I'm working on, setting up a virtual camp set up for parents and kids. Oh yeah. This must be Teresa. Absolutely, Teresa. That's the way to go. Gotta do it. And you'll be able to reach more people than just in your local area. So hello, success. You're inviting success by making that virtual. Absolutely. My engagement in my group is dead, yet people don't leave. I've struggled to crack this for a year. Engagement in your group. And that's what, your challenge, and you did it all live. There's a ton of ways to do challenges. I happen to have taken a class from Alina Vincent, and she's like challenge master. And I've added my own little spin on that. I've added my own juice to it because, of course, I can see where the bots are helping that challenge kill it, because it helps your homework. It encourages you constantly. It helps you be eligible for those grand prizes that people usually have. Charles's grand prize is insane. I hope everybody tries to get involved in that thing, because seriously, darling, it's pretty darn amazing. So there are tons of ways to do challenges. I just I took a class from one of the challenge masters out there, and doing that, and then adding my own kind of juice to it with making the bots work for you. That's absolutely what I teach people. That's absolutely what I do. So yeah, get interested in challenges. You don't have to take a class from me. You can take a class from somebody else. You don't have to, you can do a challenge. Now, I would say, please do yourself a favor and give yourself 30 days of planning. Do this thing for me. Don't just go, hey, I'm going to do a challenge. Because then, my friend, my darling, my grasshopper, you will go through a lot and not get a whole lot out of it, because challenges are a lot of work. And there are some very, very key points that you might miss if you're trying to plan one in a hurry. No matter what, don't plan it in a hurry. And that is a secret. That is something that you need to know if you take nothing else away from this. Do not just pick up and do one. They're a lot of work, and I've seen them be very little return when people just decide, hey, it's time. We're doing it. Make it happen. So do yourself a favor. Give yourself 30 days of planning. Do yourself a favor. Get a bot with it. Don't try to do it all on a page. Get yourself a group. Whether that's a Facebook group or whether that's a group over on Mighty Networks. A lot of people like Mighty Networks nowadays. Whether that's a group and a bot. You can do all of these things. It is totally possible. We just, it's all totally possible. I really love integrating the bots into this because it brings so many people across the finish line that wouldn't have made it. It's not that people are too busy for you. It's not that people are lazy. It's that people have so many things competing for their attention nowadays that never, ever used to compete for their attention. And now, my friends, that's happening. That's happening. As we float toward November or slide, depending. As we get toward November, it's going to get even worse, the competition for your attention. So, if you're in the US. So, my friends, do yourself a favor, grab a bot along with your challenge. If you want to know how to do that, obviously I am open. I am open for business on challenges, and I would love to teach you how to do challenges with bots that help people cross that finish line. So get a hold of me. Smoke signal me, RJ at blackbeltbots.com. This is important. This is really, really important stuff. In fact, I'm going to throw my meeting link down into the comments here. Some of you, I understand, don't get the comments if you're in LinkedIn or something like that. Apologies. They don't have that quite yet going on, that my stuff prints over there, but certainly it's just meetrj.com is the link. So seriously, you can make that happen anytime. Hit that link up, talk to me about the challenge that you want to do, and I can help you strategize it. And of course, I'm not going to give away everything in a half an hour, but I can give you some pointers on how to proceed forward and get a return on that investment, because it's a huge investment of time. A challenge is an investment of time, but there's nothing better, my friends. If you are a coach, there is nothing better to honestly build you a crowd, develop that know, like, and trust factor, get relationships, make huge connections, and make some money, which always important. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. And this is theory of public, because it's a show on live streaming on the internet. I think that this is actually, right now, is the best time to run a challenge. Why is that, RJ? People aren't thinking about that. They're thinking about wearing masks and whoever's competing for their attention and all of that other stuff. Perhaps, darling. But people are looking at the year 2020, and they're looking at a whole lot of missed opportunities and disappointments. Most of the time, they are. What better time to say, hey, I can help you make a transformation? What better time? What better time? People so desperately want a transformation right now in their lives, in their businesses. They want it, and they want it now. If you're a coach, you can construct a challenge that'll give it to them in 5 days. You can. At the end of 5 days, you're going to have a group that is active. You're going to have a group that is full of people you didn't know a week ago. You're going to have a whole lot more friends and family. You're going to have a whole lot more connections and a whole lot more opportunities to build that know, like, and trust with people. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. If you're a coach, you can do this. Give me a call. Stacy Spenceley, oh my God, hi. How are you? I need to talk to you, darling. You're the best and I love you and I need to talk to you. So hit up my link, Stacy Spenceley. Anyway, you all hit up my link too. It's been a fabulous, fabulous Thursday. And tomorrow we're going to return to something I love very much. And that is we're going to do our little Friday thing. Friday wins, baby. Friday wins. We're going to talk about all the wins we had this week. Big, small, we celebrate all of them. And we're going to talk about how cool you guys are, because you are. And because I've made some pretty big wins in my business this week too, and I absolutely want to celebrate everything that I possibly can, because it is really time. It's time we celebrate our accomplishments. It's time we leave our mistakes in the dust. We learn from them, but we leave them. And it's time to celebrate all of those things. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Time. Same bot time. Same bot channel. You know that I will see you then. I am so honored to have been your host today, and you know that I love you, and I will see you in a bot.